Yeah. Lauren. Bahamadia. Salute. Yeah.
When you're stepping in the room and you're negotiating, when you initially come in, do you feel when a man sees you step in the boardroom and you're a woman, are they underestimating what they're encountering?
First and foremost, I want to commend the ladies at the end, because it's like, I respect y'all more because y'all have to deal with corporate America more so than me. I have made my little niche where I don't have to deal with corporate America. I've never, in my history of working, I've never directly worked for a white person ever in my life. So it's a little different for me, because if I don't want to do it, I'm not going to do it, and you can't make me do it. But it's one of those I learned the hard way, because I understand that, like, most money that I've made, like, in terms of cash, in terms of money, like when I started promoting outside of Grand Hustle, you know, so it's still one of those scenarios that I have a different outlook on how, but I respect, because I've been owed money before, and there's hurt people in Atlanta that, when you owe me money, I'm gonna get it back. I don't even know how, but I'm gonna get it back. And it's like you learn from those instances where I always know there ain't no paperwork, there's no work, there ain't no check, I ain't coming. Like, I always know this. Get your money up front. Don't do the work and then come back to the trying to renegotiate. Work's been done. You're on their time.
The only time I really had to deal with that gender conflict was when it came to getting paid. It was fucked up that my male counterparts were making 20, 30, 40, sometimes 50% more than I was making. And that's where I had the issue. I was a good marketer. I was a good executive. And so until I learned that I had to go and hire my own attorney and negotiate my contract, and I could do my research to figure out what the guys were making, that was the big problem for me, trying to make sure that I was compensated properly.
I definitely had to look at it. Is it because I'm female? Is it because I'm an African-American female? So those things did come into play for me, and I had to just realize, my self-worth and what I was doing. I didn't need this company. This company needed me. I don't need to be here. So when you decide you're going to pay me my worth, I'll be over there doing what I need to do.
That's just the reality.
There was a Lauren Hill out here that I could market to, but it was like, I'm not in that, I'm trying to make some money. But at the same token, it is one of those you try, when you hit an age, you now start getting conscious where you want to transition into something else. And that's why I kind of stress the multimedia business, because I've been down with tips since you started. I mean, you name it. I did the BMF party. So it's like, understand, my 20s was thoroughly enjoyable. But now you look back on it like, it's now time to grow up and understand that all the things that you market does trickle down to these kids. Do I wish we could turn back time? Yeah, because I remember when the downhill kind of started. So it is one of those, there's too many answers I could give on this.
Right.
I can answer, I can give you the kind of in her 30s answer, I can give you the kind of her 20s answer. It's like too many ways to look at it.
Well, Karen, you were mentioning that there is a balance. I mean, there is a balance. TV and radio may push, and you may see a certain artist more than another. But there are artists like Elle Varner, SZA to me, who's incredible. She put out an independent project. She signed to TDE, and she actually has grossed more money, no offense, than an Iggy Azalea, who is on TV, who has to show her ass.
We're talking about pop culture in terms of how your mind and it reflects. My mentality is the message God gives you every Sunday at church more powerful, or is it the music on radio that more subconsciously powerful in this day and age? Let's be clear, like, you gotta go look for God. I can look for all kinds of stripper records as soon as I turn the radio on. So it's kind of like, I hear you in terms of there's balance. Well, there isn't. Maybe in music, in terms of buying, there's balance, but in terms of marketability, there's no balance. I don't know L's last record.
I mean, I definitely think it's balance. It depends where you're
I
working.
think balance is needed. Is what I think. When I was growing up, for every NWA there was a Tribe Called Quest. For every Warren Hill there was Warren Hill. That to me is pop culture balance. Right now, there's no balance.
Nope.
At the end of the day, and I'm going to take this because I don't deal with anybody saying, I know I created the most powerful female in hip hop right now. Okay? So at the end of the day, I did have a thing with that. That was a major thing for me. That was the beef with me and Fendi.
Was how she was being marketed.
Was how she was being marketed. That's how me and Fendi fell out.
That's real.
That was the real reason what happened with us. Because it wasn't Nikki trying to be Lil Kim, but she's taking what the people that are over her career is telling her. Now, the rest of it is history. After me, it became history that it became a free-for-all. Do I want my female selling sex? Hell no. I want people to love you for who you are, not because of something on your body or something you created on your body, but I need them to love you for you. In everybody's music, be it the young lady you just said, or to Iggy, however it is, they're different individuals. Like everybody, every artist that you have out there are different. There are no two artists alike. Nicki and Kim are not alike. I hate the battling of that shit. Right. But it's mainly the people that put the beef up in that. It's the people that's responsible for what happens. We are all responsible for what you see. So we can sit here all day and battle out on who's right and who's wrong, or the happy medium, or wherever it is. But I think that when you do this, 3 come back at you. Yep. You know, so you have to check yourself and what part do you play in this, and what's the role, and what are we doing as women to make a difference in this whole thing. That's
There's a lot of different ways to look at this particular issue. One thing I'm glad we brought up Nikki, because recently she did, when she won her last BET Award, she said she wasn't so much looking to be known as a female rapper, but to be recognized as a rapper. And I know as women, sometimes we just want to be known for our work and not as a woman first. So I wanted to know from everyone, I'll start with Aiyisha actually. How do you feel about that comment of not wanting to be known as female rapper, but a rapper itself, and then just even in your own role, do you want the work to show first, or do you feel that sometimes as a woman, we have qualities as women that men don't even have, that we perhaps may be better suited for?
I mean, we definitely do. I'm a woman first, so I have no problem with being seen as a woman first because that's who I am.
Right.
I'm a woman, I'm a mother, I'm a sister, I'm an aunt, godmother, friend, mentor, and a businesswoman, but I am a woman. My word does speak for itself, so I don't have a problem with that. I don't need somebody to see me and say, oh, when I'm looking at her as a woman, don't say she's pretty or don't say anything like that. You know, she works hard. It's fine. If you're comfortable with who you are, and I'm very comfortable with who I am because of the way I was raised. Yeah. So I'm not offended by, you know, someone saying something or appreciating me as a woman. I'm not offended. Why would I be? I am who I am, and this is what I've chosen to do. So I have to be comfortable with that and just do my job and do the best that I can. And my work speaks for itself. My personality speaks for itself. You know, I mean, people are going to say what they want to anyway. So if you're worried about that, then you don't need to be here.
In your career, like wanting to be known more for your skills versus being the female rapper in that role?
Like I said before, I've never had that problem. I knew my lyrics were stupid, and I prided myself off Twista, off Nas, off Snoop, like Biggie, the great. So I knew that my lyrics was crazy already, and I knew I was cute too, so I wasn't worried about it. And as far as being a female rapper, I'm not a dude, I'm a female, so I'm a female rapper. I'm a female that raps. So female rapper. So people tell me all the time, Brat, you compete with the dudes. You better than some of these niggas out here. Well, that's what's up. Thank you, but it don't bother me being called a female MC because I got a vagina.